Hey there, Tubes. This is Eric. Sorry I haven't been on in a while. Just been doing a lot of stuff, doing some catching up, trying to, fill the hours and life, So anyway, so I'm out here and actually some nice weather. We got, I think it's like 80 degrees today or something, or 70 here in Washington. So I thought I'd do a video and kind of show you what's been going on around here. So it's been pretty good, I guess. Been doing a little bit of everything, working on the rigs, and doing some welding and whatnot. So first thing, we're gonna go check out this garage here. So this is what it's looking like. Things have been changing a little bit around here. We actually just installed 110 and lights. So got plugins here. We got the light and we got those guys all there. So actually we can see during like the nighttime or during the evening time, when it's a little bit darker out and whatnot. So also added this shelf in just for miscellaneous. We're going to work on putting in a bench kind of like down there in the back, like where that seat is basically, and just kind of go on that back shelf or that back area back there, and then like a workbench basically, and maybe some shelving, some extra place to store all the junk. So we got the welding table there. It's still nothing special. I haven't really worked on it at all since the last video, so there's that. Some new additions. We got this new jack from Harbor Freight. It's a 4-ton, so it's pretty awesome. So it's a heavy duty, and I think it has like a 27-inch height, raise to it. So which is kind of nice because like working on our rigs and stuff like that, it kind of work with those little 16 inchers and stuff like that. The tap, the 1-ton and 2-ton jacks, they just don't really work. So they just don't really reach that far. So also our newest addition as well, along with that jack, is we bought this FlexCore welder for it's going to be for like our trail kind of repair welder, because the big Hobart and stuff like that over there, it's a 220. We just don't have enough amperage with our generator. So we got this one, and it's FlexCore, so don't have to worry about a bottle or anything, and we can just go out there. It's small enough we can run with our generator, and we can get some decent welds if we need to tack something back together. So that's always nice. I was practicing with it the other day. I was actually building another roof rack right here. So got I think this is like my 4th or 5th one that I'm building. So it's laying down some nice weld. I mean, it's getting in there. It's penetrating. So it's about this is a 1/8 inch thick angle iron. It's 1.5 by 1.5. I mean, it's doing pretty good, but it's about, I'd say it's getting to about the thickness to where it can't really burn in, as much. And we're running 20 amp 110 to our boxes. So, so it's getting full capacity for what it's designed for anyway. So it's, I don't know, it has enough, but it just doesn't have that little edge. That's about as far as I really want to push it. So 1/8 inch thick, that's pretty decent. You could probably do like some 1/4 inch stuff, just do a multi-pass, and you'll be fine. So, but yeah, also the other few weeks ago, actually, or a couple weeks ago, I took my Jeep out with my dad, and we were using the winch, and my gear started making some noise. So I got those pulled off right now, and I got my winch torn off here, and it's sitting. So, but yeah, so I got those actually cleaning over here. Went out to a local industrial supply shop right down the street from where I live and bought some detergent. So we got the parts soaking in here now. You can see how nasty those things are, just goop. And this one, it's like, I think this is like 3 days later, and you can still see the bubbles coming up. So that stuff, it's strong and it's awesome. Like that one was like, those parts were actually like pretty clean, honestly, I think. I spent some time and I brushed them out, and I used some rags, and I cleaned up most of the goop and cleaned most of it out. That's after 3 days, and it's, there's like oil on the top of that. And this one, you can still see the bubbles pricking up there, working off all that garbage on there. So that's, it's fucking amazing. So, but that's what's been happening around in my neck of the woods. So I also have my dad. It's here. He's I don't even know how to pronounce his name. It's Wag Dignit or something like that on the club and on mine. So but yeah, he's part of the High Life and the club and everything else. So I'll show you what's been going on in his neck of the woods. So right here we have our donor car. This is actually a first truck living here. It's a Ford F-150. It's a 92, I think. And it runs, it drives, it's awesome. We just don't really need it because we have like 6 or 7 other more. There's a couple other trucks that are not even here right now, but that's gonna be our donor car, because that Bronco back there we took down to Elby, and off the mainland there's that big huge puddle right there, and it's a little deeper than we thought, and actually hydrolocked our engine pretty damn good. We've been a rod actually, so that right now is just a shell. There's axles and a body, and that's it. So this right here, this is one of my other buddies' rig on the High Life. Yeah, freaking awesome. Sitting on 35 km2s, and I think it's like 6-inch lift, suspension lift. So yeah, and then this is where we're doing all our work. This is where our garage, we're actually going to move the garage to here. And as you can tell, here's the engine. It's the 5.8, I think, V8, and then the transmission and transfer case. And I can actually show you, I don't want to get my fingers dirty, I can show you the bent rod. It's this one right here. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can kind of tell. Yeah, see that rod right there, and you can actually see like the piston and everything right there. It's actually touching the, I don't even know what to call that, but yeah, it's touching. And so I mean that rod has been bent. So I think that's number 6, I do believe, or 5 or 6 in the back. There's the front of the engine and the rear of the engine. So basically that engine's pretty much toast. I mean, we can repair it, but there's no way we were going to be able to get it to start when we were there. So so there's that. And so basically what we're going to do is just pull the motor and everything else out of the white truck and put into the Bronco. So then that way my dad can have a rig to go fool around for a little while and get back on the trails. So he's getting anxious to get back out. So it's been down since right around May, around 1st of May. So yeah, so that's basically what's been going on around here. You got a little bit of everything. You know, I'm gonna be working on my rigs and selling some more stuff and working on other things, and I'm gonna have to do maybe a build on one of those roof racks, and you know, show you how it's all done and everything. So yeah, that's basically what's going on around here. Got my dad's Bronco build going on, swapping motors. Got my Jeep. I mean, I haven't done much with it. We're doing the rebuild on the winch of mine, and gonna do some new steering here shortly. Really need to get those changed out. Those tires are looking scary. So and then also doing some roof rack builds, welding up some stuff and selling some product, and little few things here around the house, you know, electrical and whatnot in the garage. So yeah, that's what's going on around here, and I guess I'll catch you guys later. Alrighty, later, have a good one.